Karai, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, I went live last night, but it was kind of late. Well, let's check out Doom. What a great game. I love this game. Text to speech is on. We got super chat, $1.99. It will read the text to speech. Where I left off last night.
Taking heavy damage. Slayer, there's a turret in the courtyard you can use to hold them off.
That's the Quake logo. Weston Frank, what's up? I guess Infinite Health doesn't work on this thing. Well, it does work here, but when the guy kills you, I guess it's just scripted. Frank, Wesson, Karai, what's going on? I think I got the topics for Tuesday, Frank. But Twitter is broken, so like I can't message Nuke. There you go. Stevie Mac, what's up? Oh, I know, right? That's crazy.
They're inside the castle. We almost have everyone out.
Well, I think I have the topics because I want to make the link so that he could share it out now. Obviously, if things change, I can always switch it up. I don't think there'll be news on Monday though. It's going to be a holiday. So. Man, these weapons are awesome in this game. El Nini, what's up? Tuesday will be a blast. I'm excited. Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
He signed off.
Yeah, I already have that. That's one of the topics, Stevie Mac. I'm on it. I got the topics. I am on it. RWK, what's up, man? State of place would be nice. State of play would be nice. Yeah, I guess. We'll see what they got. Or what they don't have. You see that Dusk Golem assholes posting shit again. People are all buying it. Oh, it's not about Leon and Jill anymore. It's just about Leon. It's like, all right, man. Keep changing. Last fucking month it was a co-op game. Now this month it's just a single player game. Like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? Why do people listen to this fuck? He has zero credibility and they listen to him. Ain't worth fucking with. Yeah, I know. That's why Anthony doesn't even cover that. All the stuff that guy leaks out, Anthony doesn't even bother. That guy's got to be a fake account to get RE guys, you know, RE fans hyped up. Text to speech is on. So, if you super chat, it'll read it out. Just letting you guys know. When you see TTS in the stream, that means text to speech is on. RWK, I don't know if you watch Game Complainers, but Anthony said Summer Games Fest, we're going to get news. Which is what? June 8th? June 9th? June 6th? I don't fucking remember when it is. Yes, Anthony said he's expecting... He's been hearing from actual people that Summer Games Fest is where you're going to hear something. Ari News, yes. Well, he said Capcom is showing a game off at Summer Games Fest, so I don't know if it's Pragmata or Resident Evil. No idea. Games Fest is June 6th. Okay. So was that a Friday? That's the day after the Switch comes out. That's the weekend we're hanging out. And then we'll be covering the Xbox show live. Because we'll be hanging out that day too, so. There's supposed to be a state of play in June, yes. You're going to get Summer Games Fest, Xbox, and then Sony. You have to remember, June is E3 time, so they're going to show all their stuff for all these companies. Oh, man. Good thing I got cheats on, man. Richard, what's up, brother? How you doing? Richard, did you notice when these guys throw the when they throw their projectiles, it's the Quake logo? I caught that last night. I was like, wait a minute, that's the Quake logo. Not these guys. The other guys. Oh, right there. This guy just threw the Quake logo at me. There it is. Oh, that's not it. Never mind. The other guy has it.
The final transports are ready to launch.
I did not notice that, but it's a cool route. Yeah, that's awesome. It's like they're teasing it. Yeah, I would hope within the next like 10 years we get another Quake. Is this the guy that throws it? No, it's not him. Get out of my way, bitch. If you don't got the Quake logo, I don't want to hear from you. Throw it. You're not gonna throw it. Fuck off. This game is just fun.
Structural damage detected.
How do I go in the circle? There it is. That was it. That's the Quake logo right there. Very nice. Dude, they need to make a Hexen, a Quake. They need to make all these games like immediately. Especially if they're making games like this. This is fantastic. How the hell am I getting up there? This is definitely a home run, this game. To activate something. Have to knock this platform down somehow. Oh, I see, right there. There we go.
Emergency protocols are in effect. Please clear the hangar immediately.
This is like a completely different game. This is great. Some people think that they put all the Quake Hexen stuff in here because the name Doom would sell more. I mean, that's true. But Phil Spencer did wear a Hexen shirt, so I don't know. I mean, this is basically like Doom 1. I'm sorry. This is basically like Quake 1, Hexen, and Quake 2 like mashed together. But imagine a Hexen game or a Doom game. I'm sorry, a Hexen or a Quake game like this. That'd be crazy.
Signals are moving to King Novik's position. It's Azric. Layer, you have to help him.
How the hell am I supposed to get over there? Man, look at those graphics. There's got to be a way to get over there. Oh. Yeah, they do. No upgrades? Come on.
The last lifeboat has been evacuated.
I'm so glad I got the 4070, man. Brimstone is Draco. Nah, he's a Timu Satan, that guy.
If the tether is removed, the Makers, their directive was clear. What would you have us do? Nothing.
It can't be removed. We scanned it. It's wired to a detonator.
You spoke. You know, I missed it. I was reading a DM.
That demon, he's after something. You saw that. We call it the Heart of Argent. Anyone who wields it, they'd have the power of a god. Stronger than maybe even you. But the heart is incomplete. It's made up of 2 parts. The other half is a
How did he go from just being a maintenance guy,
don't know where it is.
trying to survive, to a fucking god? Like, how did this happen?
If he ever gets control of it, that much power in Hell's hands, none of us would survive.
Oh, the Fat Slob stream? That's just a, let's just see if, StreamYard works. That's gonna be deleted.
Unlock the Ancestral Forge.
I needed something, because I want to, so Twitter is broken. The messages are broken right now. But I need Noof to see, I have topics for Tuesday. I want to make the link now so you could share it out this weekend. So I wanted to see if that worked. And you're seeing it, so it means it worked.
I ask only to be heard. Contact the ministry.
What the hell is this thing? Why is there like a Japanese fat guy in here?
You are stranded in this realm. There is no one left to trust. That is why you allow me to speak.
I don't know. I didn't finish Eternal, so I don't know any of these guys.
Commander, he's on site. Good.
Oh, we're in the forest here? What's going on?
When we're done. I'm meeting him at the forge.
You know, the story for Quake is the same shit as Doom. It's the slip gates opened.
My people guarded this forest for generations.
They became enemies later in Eternal. Okay.
You'll need a key to continue through that gate.
They've done with this franchise that I thought they would never be able to do, and I wouldn't even think of half this shit. Very cool. I need that key.
open now.
If I can find it. Oh, get out of here. The Quick logo. Here it is, right here. Man, get out of here.
We lost hundreds when they took control of the mine.
Whoa. Come on, buddy.
after the attack, but the forge still has power. The demons are drawn to it. The Slayer has reached the cliffside barracks.
What is happening? You're doomed. Come on, man. Got this guy over here. Holy shit. Bunch of enemies over here. Sweet.
This site is ancient. These mines were built to harvest the raw materials of the ancestral beasts. The forge is inside.
Oh.
That lift will take you down. We're not far now.
We're not far now. Uh-oh. Wow.
We can enhance your weapons inside the forge. Picking up high levels of demonic presence near the forge.
Jesus, that guy wouldn't go. Is that a sonic ring? What the hell? Now I'm gonna fight the Satan guard. Yeah, it's like, how did they think of all this? Why does it always kick you back to the main menu? There's 22 chapters. I'm on chapter 9. Time is it? 12:30.
The mine is open.
I gotta go to work soon.
That heart powers the forge. It needs to be reactivated.
What is this, like Gears? Are they ever gonna remake Gears 2? I mean, that was a great fucking game. So all right, good.
Power activated. 2 more switches left.
2 more Nintendo Switches left. Come on, buddy. What are you sending me to? Steer's air conditioning commercial? What the fuck? Yeah, they're teasing Quake, man. They're squeezing Quake. They're teasing Quake.
Almost finished. One more switch.
Yeah, it's got a Pruder one more switch. I don't want no screenshot. What's this? Excuse me. The fact they give that guy wings sucks. No, no, no. Never forgot that commercial. I gotta watch it when I'm done.
The heart has been primed. We can use the forge now. See you at the elevator.
What is this, Star Wars?
No signs of the demons still.
No signs.
We won't have much time. The Ancestrals never really die. The heart endures. We harvest the energy. Svara. Nim unvek anme. Visse.
Who's this even from?
Svara. Nim unvek anme. Visse.
What the fuck is happening? You see, this is why you need a Gears 2 remake, because Gears 2, you gotta cut the arteries to that fucking thing's heart. And then you gotta get out of there before the blood drowns you. It's crazy, man.
They're here, falling back. We'll meet you at the exit.
The whole crew is over here, huh? Man, how fucking crazy is this game? We're ready to get the Switch. We are ready, buddy. Mario Galaxy 2 was released 15 years ago today. And guess what? I never beat it. Oh shit. 17 minutes ago. Gears of War Reloaded beta listing appears on Steam DB. Oh shit. Yakuza Zero's Japanese voice cast says that the 26 minutes of the new cutscenes in the upcoming Switch 2 Director's Cut gives a sense of closure to tie up some loose ends. Well, if you play that game beforehand, you get screwed. You see the WrestleMania shit show that's going on? WrestleMania was announced for New Orleans next year. But they canceled it. And now it's back in Vegas. It's like, why would you put it back in Vegas? That crowd sucks. Yeah, that WrestleMania 7. They claim they moved it because Slaughter got threatened. But it was because they had low ticket sales numbers. But they made up this whole story that Sergeant Slaughter got threatened, his family got threatened. And people were threatening to snipe him at WrestleMania and everything. They just said that shit, but they moved buildings because of the low ticket sales. It's just that the Vegas crowd sucked, man. They were horrible. They were absolutely horrible. messages are broken. What's that mean? What's what mean? Why they didn't, why they canceled the venue? By the way, I hacked that other Vita I found, Frank. It took me like 5 minutes to hack that thing. They're going back to Vegas for the money. They probably made so much money this year, they were all like, you know what, fuck it. I'm not liking what TKO's doing with WWE. I mean, it had to get out of Vince McMahon's hands, but this is exactly what he said was going on with Ted Turner and WCW. McMahon would always make fun of Turner and call it corporate wrestling. Well, he fucking sold out because it's corporate wrestling now. The way that Turner ran WCW, I'd rather it be like that. Yeah. Well, they own UFC, so it's the same shit. UFC is the same thing. They let Dana White do what he wants to do, and that's it. Here they're letting Triple H and Rock do whatever they want. It seems like Rock is on the outs, though. How many more fucking chapters are there? It seems like there's 4 parts to each chapter. Bro, how the fuck did you guys beat this game in a week? With no cheat codes. How is that possible? I stopped watching wrestling when WCW was basically out. Yeah, I hear you, man. Listen, when they bought WCW, I was so excited because I was like, oh, we're finally going to get dream matches. We didn't get half of those fucking dream matches. We got like maybe 2 dream matches. We didn't get shit. We really didn't. We got Van Dam versus Jeff Hardy, which was going to happen anyway, whether WCW was around or not. What the fuck? What else do we get? We didn't get nothing. I mean, The Rock becoming WCW champion was pretty cool. And he had the WWF champion versus the WCW champion. And he merged the belts. Like, dude, in January 2001, if you would have said those belts would be merged by December of that year, you'd be like, bro, you're fucking nuts. There's no way. You know, the real invasion was WrestleMania 18 because you had WCW guys come in and fighting WWF guys. You had DDP versus Christian. You had the NWO. Booker T versus Edge. Like, you had all the WCW versus WWF matches at WrestleMania 18. What killed that invasion was that fucking alliance thing. The minute they put those things together. Listen, ECW hated everybody. ECW was not going to team with WCW. If anything, they were not teaming with WCW. You bring these guys in and do a WCW ECW alliance? Like, what the fuck is that? It was bullshit from the beginning. Well, yeah, they buried the guys, and originally WCW was going to be its own show on Saturdays on TNN. It was going to be Saturday Nitro, and it was going to be run by Shane McMahon, and Paul Heyman was going to be the booker. But Vince McMahon, at the last second, pulled the rug from underneath the kid. He didn't want to compete with his son. And that's when they did this Raw and SmackDown bullshit. But yeah, they brought in the WCW guys to fucking bury him. That's all it was. The only guys that survived that shit were Booker T and Rey Mysterio, and even Booker T got in trouble with them at one point. You don't need anything. Phil's got you, bro. Game Pass. Fuck Game Pass. I'm playing on Game Pass right now. The way they handled Sting and DDP was asinine. Yeah, you know, the only cool thing about the DDP thing was him and Canyon won the WWF Tag Team Championships, and I thought that was pretty cool. But DDP, he stepped in dog shit the minute he got there. He went to The Undertaker and said, here's how we're going to do the match. And it's like, bro, you don't do that to The Undertaker. That was the wrong guy to fucking say that to. Because since that happened, he was done. But bro, him stalking Undertaker's wife was fucking stupid because Undertaker's wife was ugly. Dude, DDP was married to Kimberly Page at the time. She was a fucking 10. You're stalking The Undertaker's ex-wife, who was like a fucking 4? I don't know, man. That's fucking weird to me. That's why nobody believed in that story, because they were like, DDP's wife is hotter than Undertaker's wife. Why is he stalking Undertaker's wife? It should have been DDP versus The Rock at some point. DDP versus it's People's Champion versus People's Champion. You should have just ran with that, man. That was a built-in storyline right there. The only good thing about the invasion, okay, was that it was Austin's year, because Austin was leading that shit. Triple H got hurt with the quad injury, and thank the fuck Christ, because imagine if that motherfucker was on TV. Forget about it. You think his reign of terror in 02 would have been something? This guy would have been killing everybody in 01. 2001 was a good year for WWF because you had the invasion, you had the buyouts, you had the ECW guys come in, but you got good matches. Like you got Austin versus Kurt Angle. Those guys were putting on really good matches. It was great. It was really a great time. Yeah, they botched up the invasion storyline. I get it, but when you look at it for what it was really good. It was fun to watch Monday night because you didn't know what's going to happen. Like, you really didn't know what was going to happen. You're like, wow, they got all three companies now. What's going to happen on Monday? Who's going to fucking show up? Who's going to fucking beat somebody up? That was like the greatest year, the last great year, the WWF. Thing was bullshit. Seth Rollins almost killed that guy. And I'm trying to blame it on Sting's age. It's like, bro, he got buckle bombed neck first into the fucking turnbuckle. And then this motherfucker did it a second time. He almost killed him. Well, man, what's up? How you doing? Of course, we talk about wrestling, and he's got to appear. Oh, man. My phone woke me up. Somebody called the wrong number. That shit always happens. I hate that shit. Somebody called the store once and was like, "Hello, you have a client waiting for you outside." I'm like, "What are you talking about? You sound like this guy was in a car." And he's like, "At the courthouse, someone's waiting outside your client." And I'm like, and this was at like, what was it, 7 or 8 in the morning? I was like, "Yeah, you have the wrong number." Oh, I'm so sorry. Like, you're not sorry. You fucking called me and you're talking jib jab on the fucking phone. It's like, bro, just call and be like, "Hey, is this so and so?" I answer the phone. You have a client waiting outside the courthouse. It's like, what? Fuck you and fuck him. I had someone zol me. I had someone zol me around 3 a.m. and woke me up literally the whole night. So I just watched movies and played video games. Nice. Yeah, I'm done playing for today. I mean, I played for a couple of, what, an hour and over an hour I played. Is she gonna stream tonight? I don't know. I don't think so. You have to understand, she went away for work on Tuesday, and she just came back last night. So I actually passed out right before she got home. So we kind of missed each other. But yeah, I think she just needed the night to relax. She was watching TV with the cats last night. She should have streamed last night because it was the 25th anniversary of Perfect Dark. And she loves that game, so she should have streamed that one. Yeah, we read that. That's bad. That's bad because the crowd sucked, man. The Vegas crowd was not into WrestleMania, and that kind of ruined the show for a lot of people. So I don't know what they're thinking over there, but I don't think they're thinking at all. I think they're money hungry, this company, this TKO. Which I get, man. They spent a lot of money buying this shit. I get it. But you're gonna kill it. You're gonna kill it. This is why AEW shouldn't have fucking dicked around, because AEW could have been number one. They'll never be as big as WWE. However, they could have been the number one spot for pro wrestling. This is why, this is why all these fucking idiots with these AEW guys, they're like these Xbox guys. They're like, oh, third-party publisher, it's okay. Like, no. Third-party publishing, that killed the hardware. So we don't get hardware anymore. Thanks. Because you want to kiss the corporation's ass, we don't have fucking hardware anymore. Thank you. Anyway. Same thing with AEW. Ooh, the wrestling. Ooh, we don't need those guys. It's all about the wrestling. Yeah, it's all about the fucking matches, all right. No, everyone left. No one's watching anymore. You need the talent. You need the production. You need all this stuff. All this stuff counts. When you start getting rid of fucking top guys, then the production sucks. Like, nobody's watching no more. The music is awesome. I mean, all this stuff comes together to make this thing. Like, don't you guys get it? And now WWE's in a spot where they're going to be fucking... If they keep having WrestleMania Vegas, that fucking show is going to suck ass every fucking year. Because that crowd is not a wrestling crowd. That crowd's a bunch of fucking people that are out there gambling, that either have money or won tickets from the fucking casino. They don't know anything about wrestling. They're just going to a show. And that showed this past year. Well, it was last month. The crowds were dead because nobody gave a fuck because everyone's just wandering in at this point. That's why AEW fucked up big time. You need AEW to be a viable competitor, and they're just not. They were at first, and then they fucking shit on themselves, and it was over. AEW will never get their audience back, ever. They will never get that audience back. No matter what they fucking do, they'll never get it back. And all these guys, oh, well, the matches. Yeah, you enjoy the matches until this guy announces one day he's fucking tired of doing wrestling, and he closes down. He's not going to be rich forever. This fucking thing's going to tank him. If HBO says, hey, you know what? We don't want that fucking wrestling on there no more. That's it. It's over. He's not funding wrestling. He's hiring talent. But the production of the TV is all being paid for by HBO. TBS, whatever the fuck. He loses those deals, it's over. He's going to fold the fucking company up. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you need competition, man. You can't just fucking have one company. WWE's gonna suck big fat ass if it goes back to Vegas every year. So they better figure it out because it's not gonna be good. Well, like I said, this was an opening for AEW to jump in. But AEW's just not at that level because they fucked themselves up. So, I mean, what are you going to do? My friend also said TKO started bringing politics in the UFC. And well, yeah, of course they do. Because they need to fucking gloat. Which is fucking funny because the politicians 30 years ago were blocking them from fucking running MSG because they said it was human cockfighting. The same exact party that they kiss their ass to now, by the way. Just saying. But there are some people that say they're kissing their ass because they don't want to be put in that position again. I don't know. It'll happen with WWE. It's the same fucking people. They'll bring politics into it. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. Because they think everyone thinks like they do, and they don't understand, like, you can't do that shit. You gotta be apolitical when you do this stuff. It hurt the NFL. It hurt UFC. It's hurting these fucking places that are doing this shit. Like, you gotta stop. Stop doing this stupid shit. People watch football and WWE and UFC to forget about that shit. They don't want to fucking see it again. And then you want to bring that shit up? All right, well, you just turned off a bunch of people that fucking didn't want to hear it. It's like that Randy Pitchford guy. I mean, he came out and said what he said, and now people are canceling their pre-orders for Borderlands. And he came out and apologized, apparently, from what somebody said yesterday. All right, he can apologize all he wants, but he still fucked up sales for that game because he opened his mouth. He didn't have to say a goddamn word. But he went out there and said that shit, and guess what? The audience fucking heard him, and they said, fuck this guy. So this guy, because he had to open his big fucking mouth, lost a bunch of sales for his game that he had locked in. That's what I'm saying. People don't like that shit. Like, just keep everything to yourselves. Like, even if he thinks that way, which we know he does because he said it. Keep it to yourself. Nobody wants to fucking hear it in public, man. Randy Pitchford owns Gearbox. Or no, he doesn't. He's the CEO of Gearbox. He does not own Gearbox. Tencent owns Gearbox. He's the CEO of Gearbox, who makes Borderlands. And he came out the other day and says, yeah, somebody asked him a question on Twitter. Hey, is this game going to be 80? And he goes, that's not up to me. But if you want the game really bad, our fans will find a way to buy it. No matter what price it is or whatever. And it's tone deaf. Like, you can't say shit like that. Because he said that, a bunch of people canceled their pre-orders. And then he came out 2 days later and fucking said, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. It's like too late. Because he's a rich asshole who thinks he can say whatever the fuck he wants. It's like, dude, you can't insult the people buying your fucking game because they're not all millionaires. There's people working their ass off to buy that game. And when you say, yeah, you know, it doesn't matter how much it is, you're gonna fucking buy it anyway. It's like, fuck you. You're not on the caliber of a GTA, okay? You make Borderlands. The game fucking blows big fat ass. Okay? How'd that movie do for you? It didn't do too fucking well now, did it? That movie was so bad, a week after in theaters, it was in the fucking on-demand. Because they had to make some money back off of it. Nate the Hate is saying Starfield is coming to PS5. Yeah, well, we knew that was going to happen. Borderlands is already on thin ice with the third game and the awful movie. Yeah, well, there you go. I only really like the first. I only liked 3 first game and the remaster for Xbox One. Okay, for Borderlands, I'm assuming you're saying. But that's what I'm saying, man. Like, you gotta, sometimes you can't just fucking go out there and scream shit. You can't be fucking saying that shit because you have people that believe different things and you can't be doing that stuff. This isn't the 90s where you can say whatever the fuck you want and get away with it. Things are different now. And yeah, it sucks. I don't agree with everything that's going on now. Like, I get it. But I also get that it's a different world. We live in a fucking different world, god damn it. And there's certain things you could do and there's certain things you can't do. I have family members that'll fucking fight with people in public. You can't do that shit anymore. You know what I mean? This isn't the 80s and the 90s. You can't do that shit. Now people pull their phone out and fucking record you. And then they upload that shit to the internet and they make money off of it. Like, you can't do this shit no more, man. And then you have people who are fucking sick in the head watching and be like, oh, they think they're entitled. And then they go after you. Like, you can't do this stuff anymore, man. This isn't like it was back in the day. Like I said, I don't agree with it because some people need to be fucking screamed at in public, but it's a different world. Can't be doing this shit. Why do you think companies like fire people and suspend people for saying shit? It's because you have investors now that could see all this shit and they don't want to be bothered with it. Somebody goes, let's say an actor goes crazy on Twitter. The studio is going to fire that guy because they don't want to hear from the people supporting the films, you know, financing the films. They don't want those people to drop out of financing the films and shit like that. Like, you can't be saying shit like that. You can't be fucking acting like a maniac. Unfortunately, a lot of people do on the internet, which I don't understand. I mean, there must be a mental health crisis going on that we fucking are severely ignoring on the internet. But a lot of these guys are nuts. As I can't speak, a lot of these guys are nuts. He's from a rich area in California. He doesn't know what real people are like. He's a clueless brat. Yeah, and he also had a lot of... he also fucking robbed Sega, by the way. Borderlands 2 was paid for with Sega's money for alien colonial marines. He got in trouble for that big time. He was embezzling fucking money doing that. Look him up. You'll find all that info out. He took the budget from Alien Colonial Marines and put it into Borderlands 2. And then Alien Colonial Marines came out a fucking broken piece of shit. And Sega sued him for it. Nowadays, you don't know who has a gun or a knife and who will come fight you because in New York City happens a lot. Yeah, I know. That's why you don't say shit. Why do you think I don't curse out customers? I could totally do it if I want, right? You know, my parents, they would fucking curse somebody out right on the spot. They didn't care. But I know better because you can't do that. Like you said. You don't know who's got a weapon on them and who's going to fucking come back or start fucking with you. Like, you don't want to deal with it. So you yes the people to death and get them out of the store and that's it. You don't have to deal with it. It's not like it was back in the day where you can do that shit and get away with it. Back in the day, you'd be able to get in a bar fight, no problem. Now you get in a bar fight, everyone's getting fucking sued. The bartender's fucking suing you. Everyone's getting sued and shit. It's like a big controversy. But back in the day, like you would see in the movies, like people would get in a bar fight and that was it. It wasn't a big deal. You get in a bar fight now, it's like the O.J. Simpson trial. It's a huge fucking thing, so it's not even worth it. And you got to, like you said, Kruger, man, you got to use reverse psychology on people because you don't know how nuts they are. So if you say something fucked up to somebody, you got to be like, oh, I'm so sorry. And then you got to do reverse psychology and get them away from you. I'm suing Noof because he's not hosting GAD on Tuesday. That's right. I'm trying to get through to him because of the topics I selected. But Twitter is broken on his end. At least that's what he tweeted out. Love the topics, and I grew. So Noof has hockey on Tuesday, so he asked us in the private chat. He's like, "Do any of you want to host it?" And I was like, "I'll do it." But it's not going to be on his channel because he doesn't know how to do the stream key stuff. So I'm just gonna we're not going to use Discord. We're going to use StreamYard, which is why you have that Fatso thing up there, because I want to see if it worked, and it does work. But I have to get the approval from him so that I can make the link, you know, like you saw the Fatso link. I can make the link for Gaming After Dark now, and then he could share it out over the weekend. But that's why I want it, because I'm going to put the topics in the title like he does. This way I have the intro video, I have everything set. It's literally going to it's going to be like he went to the bathroom or something and didn't come back. Like the show is going to be exactly the way that it's been. And if those people come over from his channel, great. If they don't, you guys have a bonus show to yourself, I guess. But hopefully I'm going to try to send him the video when it's done. And then he can upload it on his channel. This way it's up on the archive over there. Matt, what's going on, man? You're a real one for taking over like that. Yeah, well, listen, I volunteered because he asked. He didn't ask me. He said, hey, do any of you guys want to host? And I just said, I'll do it. Since I do this stuff all day long anyway. But I want to keep it as... It's not going to be a Game Complainer show. It's going to be Gaming After Dark. And that's not by him. He didn't say it's got to be this way. I'm going to keep it that way. So I looked up the topics myself. I didn't have Franco do it. I did it. And we're going to talk about this stuff on Gaming After Dark. And we're going to have fun. But yeah, I mean, I never thought I'd be hosting that show. I mean, it's crazy. But let's host it. Let's see how it goes. And like I said, if his people don't come over to watch, that's fine. You guys are going to be here. So we're just going to have fun in the chat. Text-to-speech will not be on for that because I don't have that set up with StreamYard. But on the 600th episode, which is Monday, we're doing Game Complainers on Monday this week. Text-to-speech will be on, and we might do another show on Wednesday. We might do 601 on Wednesday. Anthony won't be on Wednesday because he's going to a concert, but Anthony will be on Monday. Gaming After Dark will be Tuesday. Wednesday, we're going to try to do Game Complainer. Maybe Fred. Hopefully Fred's around. Fred should be around. I don't know what's going on with Fred. In fact, I have to tell Fred about the Monday show. Hopefully he's available. I don't even know. He hasn't even been in the damn chat room, so I don't know what's going on. He's not at fucking school. So yeah. Has Fred even been looking at the private chat? All right, I messaged Fred. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Fred because Fred graduated, but he's also got other stuff going on, so I don't know. I think he's got a wedding this weekend. I don't know if he'll be around Monday, but I don't know. I messaged him, so whenever he's got free time, he'll message me back. Oh, shit. Give me this. I probably won't hear from Fred for a couple days because he's got a wedding this weekend. He got 2 weddings this weekend. So he probably won't be able to do Monday. If he's got a wedding on Saturday and Sunday, he probably won't be able to do Monday. But I got to ask him. I asked him already, so let's see what he says. I'm not going to count him in for Monday, but he should be able to do Wednesday. I don't think there'll be an issue then. What are you saying here? This is the last free day, and I'm going back offshore for more underwater. Oh, man, that's crazy. Thought I was helping to build an offshore rig. Well, it's more some kind of base. Oh, shit. That's crazy, man. Well, God bless, because that's, you only hear about those jobs in the movies and stuff. That's crazy. Got a hell of a talent. If Capcom said fans will pay whatever for RE, will you be able to get away with it? Yes, because Resident Evil is an established franchise. Borderlands is an established franchise, but it's Borderlands. Well, you know what I mean? It hasn't been hitting home runs lately. Resident Evil, Grand Theft Auto, like those are franchises that have an establishment and they've hit home runs consecutively. So am I justifying the price increase? No, but I'm just telling you the way that it is. People are going to pay $100 for GTA 6 because it's GTA 6. Borderlands always comes out at $60 and it's fucking $20 like 2 months after it comes out. Why the fuck would anybody pay $80 for it on launch and then in 2 more months it's $20? And it's $20 because it didn't sell and nobody bought it. So they need to get rid of it. Did you have a big wedding party when you got married? Yeah, it was fucking great, man. And this year is the 15-year anniversary of my marriage. So. And Frank, this is his 10-year wedding anniversary. So shout out to him. I've never played Borderlands. It's a decent game, but it's not great, man. It's definitely not a bad game, but it's not It's not going to set the world on fire, that's for sure. I played Tiny Tina because I won the code on RDX. I was in the chat room and they put the code out. That was when that dealer guy ignored me because I guess he thought I was a troll or something. Because he was like, "Did anybody get the code?" And I wrote, "I got the code." And he's like, "I don't see anybody saying they got the code." And I was like, "I got the code." He's like, "I guess nobody got the code then." And I was like, Jesus Christ, this guy. Was he fucking blind? But I think because he saw the game complainers, he probably didn't want to read me out loud. Shout out to Fonz, though. Because when I won a code in his chat, he called it out. At least I know he's not bullshitting. No, it's not like Fortnite. It's like it's a first-person shooter, but it's like an RPG. It's like a looter shooter RPG type game. Did anybody win the code? I don't know, man. You can't really compare it to Fortnite because it is its own thing. The Borderlands game have a good single player story campaign, but then when you can do the story campaign with other people, but that's it. Like there's no team deathmatch or anything like that. For me, that's kind of what killed it for me because I need like a team deathmatch. You need that. It doesn't have that. It's just like your friends can join. It's like Destiny. Your friends can join you to fucking finish the game. Jeez. Yeah, Matt, definitely be safe, man. Some crazy shit. Well, that's awesome, man. You're gonna be creating something that's gonna be there for years. Yeah, when we got married, it was we had the reception at the church, then we went to the hall. We had this big room rented out, and then we had the outside rented. The outside had like cocktail hour with tons of stuff. It was nice. It was a nice night, man. Hard to believe it's been 15 years though. That just fucking flew by because I don't know. It was like yesterday we met. Now here we're right here, you know. So it's crazy. You know, me and her just get along. Like, you know, it's just easy. You know, we just get along with each other. It's not a big deal. Jesus. I gotta go to work in like another 45 minutes. I gotta go. Yeah, I'll just sit here and talk to you guys. Not a big deal. I got nothing to do. Again, text-to-speech is on. If you super chat, it'll read it. Our guy Gregory will read it. If not, no worries. I'm not e-begging. I'm just letting you know that it's on. It will not be on for Gaming After Dark because I don't know how to, like, get that with StreamYard. I don't know how to add that. So, for now, it's only when I go on with OBS. So, Game Complainers on Monday will have text-to-speech. And so will Game Complainers on Wednesday. Pretty much all the shows going forward and streams will have text-to-speech on. When you see TTS in the description, that's when it's going to be on. A lot of people say the first two are good. I think the third game is better because it's what did Xbox call the Series X enhanced or what the fuck? I will play the third game. The third game, I played a little bit of that on stream, I think. It was pretty good. Or play Tiny Tina, I guess. That was a pretty good game. Tiny Tina is part of the Borderlands thing. Benj, what's going on, man? He's here. It might be on Game Pass, folks. I don't know. Dude, I don't even want to look at the Xbox, okay? It's right here. I haven't turned that shit on. I don't even want to look at it. Xbox calls their games Pro Enhanced. I remember you playing Tiny Tina. Borderlands 3 is a fun game, but the story is ass. Well, you know, I want him to play a game that's actually got 60 FPS. I don't know if the Borderlands remake has 60 or what, but I know that the fucking 360 version is like fucking 30 FPS. It's horrible. I might stream from work just so you guys know, so you might get another stream today. I don't know. You've never played Borderlands either? Don't even worry about it. It's not a big deal. The game's not that great. It's okay. Like I said, it's not bad, but it's not great. Yeah, I might. Maybe I'll do one from work, depending on what happens. I'll get there. I'll see how the day goes. If it's slow today, it might be slow because everyone goes away for it's Labor Day on Monday. Is it Labor Day or Memorial Day? I always get them confused. I think it's Labor Day. People always go away in town, but then again, sometimes you got people that don't go away and then they want to come in. So. This weekend might be dead. It might be packed. I have no fucking clue, man. It's a hit or miss with these days. Some weeks we got millions of not millions. Some weeks we got tons of customers. Some weeks there's dead. Flat out dead. So hopefully we got new stuff in. You know, we got a Dreamcast in and all that. So hopefully that stuff sells. I got a Series X and a Series S in. Memorial Day, okay. Well, if it's Memorial Day, we definitely might not have people around. This game is fucking awesome, man. The game is fun. It just gets tiring after a little bit. You know, I put an hour and a half in and I'm like, all right, well, I'm done for today. Well, that's good because it's replay value. Not replay value, but you know what I mean. I take my time with it, play the game. Maybe I'll beat this by next week. I don't know. Labor Day's in September. Okay. I always get them confused. I don't know why, but I do. They're completely two different things. So far, what would be the game of the year? I would say this so far. I mean, what the fuck did I play? I played Avowed. I played the other game, South of Midnight. Indiana Jones. I played. That was last year, though. Even though I bought it this year on PlayStation. I think Doom would be game of the year. So you can play with it? Oh. I don't know, man. That's kind of fucked up. You're just an idiot. KMMA, what's up? How you doing, man? Oh, nice, man. That sounds good. Yeah, I gotta go to work, so it's not a big deal. I can't believe the Switch 2 is in less than 2 weeks. The Switch 2 is what? $12 away? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 12 days because Wednesday at midnight. 12 days away, buddy. Yeah, I'll probably go live when I go to work. I don't know if I get to work immediately, but at some point I probably will. If I don't get too busy, I will. Last week, we were just swamped, and it was fucked up because the guys were waiting. They were in the other room. We were going to hang out and stream a little bit there, but we were swamped. And then the week before, I think we were swamped. Just nonstop people coming in. Which is good. I mean, it's not bad. What is Retro Classic? You know, I turned on the Xbox for that yesterday. It's basically the old Activision games, and you're streaming them. You're not even downloading them. Police Quest 1 is on there, which is good. They need to add the other fucking Police Quest games, but I could take a look at that real quick. Let me turn this computer off. I'll turn on the Xbox. The Xbox is on. Oh, I gotta send you guys something funny. Here, we'll have Big Show and Uncle Phil. How about that? That's a real photo. I don't know what event that's at, but I'll just turn my computer off. Yep, turn that sucker off. By the way, I have a game. I found a Vita I brought home from work. It's been downstairs in the basement for like 4 years. There's a game in it called Asphalt Injections. It's like, why the fuck would you name your game that? Asphalt Injections? Out of all the fucking names, could I call it Asphalt Racing or whatever, but Asphalt Injections. Sounds about right, buddy. What, the Xbox doesn't want to turn on now? Oh, it's on. Okay, got it. Retro Classics. And again, you're streaming these. You're not even natively playing them. Told you Xbox bought. They own Police Quest when they bought Activision. Nobody believed me. But they got to put the other ones here. I don't know what's happening. Oh, you don't need. You can use the analog stick to move now. That's pretty crazy. What the fuck? Asphalt injection? Yeah, it's called asphalt injection. It's on the Vita. Might trade it in. GameStop is giving $550 for that shit. I didn't even know it was in here. Because I hacked the Vita last night. I don't know how I locked the mouse, but I did. Go in the fucking room. A new Warhammer game. King Road Surge just subscribed. Okay, well we got a new subscriber. I didn't know that it does that. That's cool. Thank you. Thanks for subbing. What's the new Warhammer game and what's it to do with Sega? I don't know. All these guys think that it's on Game Pass or some shit. It's not on PlayStation. People think that's a win. Like, dude, the console's dead. Like, you're not winning anything. You're literally cheerleading for a third-party publisher at this point. And that's okay. They make good third-party games. I mean, look at Doom. It's fucking fantastic. Hey, man, the Xbox games have been hitting it out of the park lately, so... Ooh, I don't know, man. You gotta ask him. Oh, I'm using the analog stick again. Ben's with a $5 super chat.
Vince donated $5 through Super Chat. Police Quest is pushing the Series 10 to absolute limit. Rolling on the floor laughing emoji. Smiley face emoji.
Well, hopefully they put the new ones on there. Or the newer ones, even though they're 30 years old at this point. You know, Police Quest SWAT turns 30 this year. And I will have a 30th anniversary stream for it. I've already planned that. Hard to believe. I think it's September 30th. Whoa. This looks like the Microsoft locker room over here. Is this what the Xbox guys are going to do? They're going to sit in the shower room while they're waiting for Halo to get announced? You see, they remade this game years ago, and the remake is actually really good. They should remake this game again. He wrote through. Okay. I think I have to bring the guy a towel. I keep hitting the wrong fucking button. Yeah, the towel's not there anymore. Since you're dead, all you can do is restore a saved game or start over. He died because he missed his meeting? What sense does that make? Alright, left bumper and right bumper locks the mouse. At least you killed him for missing the meeting. You're fired. Well, if you notice in Police Quest 4, the password is Sunny Bonds or some shit, or the server is called Sunny Bonds. Floodly. It's beer time for me. So they're shitting on this guy for going to work. X is a C object? Okay. That's like the inventory. I'm so glad they bought Activision Blizzard so we can play this fucking game. And not the Call of Duty games. Well, there you go with that. This game is good. I think I played this shit on the Switch. Yeah, I played this game on Switch. I streamed it. The Savage Planet looked good. Turtles game is on here. Maybe I'll check that out. I got it on PC, so I should just play it there. Oh, look, I own a bunch of these games. You know, I fucking own the college game. I still haven't fucking played it yet. There's Borderlands 3. Borderlands 3 is on Game Pass, RWK, so you can check that out. All right. Any final words? Let's see if anything's on sale real quick. Publisher Spotlight sale. What do you mean I own games? Isn't that crazy, guys? I actually bought my fucking games. Maybe that's why I'm pissed off. Isn't that crazy? This guy looks like a customer of mine. Maybe I'll get this for my wife because she still has this game physically. She beat this game. She didn't beat it on stream, I don't think. She beat it years ago. But if it's on sale, I'll just get her this and then I'll trade in her physical. I thought the first game was free on fucking Xbox. I could be wrong, right? the hell's a collector's bundle? Oh, there's 2 different games here. Oh, it's on Game Pass. It's $8. What the fuck is Don't Knock Twice? I don't know. How much are they giving for this game? Oh, it's the maids, huh? They're giving $6.60 for it, and then I got asphalt injections. It's $5.50. Yeah, if I bought this game separately, it's like $8 and change. So what? I'm basically trading it up. All right, I think I'm gonna run. I'm gonna watch that commercial before I leave with Stevie Mac sent. All right, I think that's it. There's nothing really here that's on sale that's good, right? It's all this bullshit. Hey, buy Game Pass. Go find the card at CVS for Game Pass and swipe it between your cheeks. See what happens. Anyway, I'm out of here. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.